Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. Today we're doing something special. I ran a poll asking who you guys wanted to see a counter guide for, and most of you picked martial law. Well, you can't. Alright, I'm joking. But to be fair, there's a reason so many of you struggle against law. For Jack-8, law is arguably his hardest matchup. It's not that you're bad, it's the matchup itself. And the main reason for that is the neutral game. Law has excellent neutral thanks to his DSS stance. Fast pokes, strong counter hit tools, and really annoying panic moves. All of this makes him extremely tough for Jack because it directly shuts down Jack's usual game plan. So, I did a lot of digging and relied on some of the best local players for insight. Together, we covered everything you need to know about this matchup. Shout out to Zipic for helping me record all of these videos. You guys should check him out. By the end of this video, you should have a much clearer idea of how to shut down Law's pressure and punish his risky options. I've simplified everything into parts, and we will start with the general rules against Law. Usually, Jack is strong in close range, but against Law that does not work. Instead, you need to play keep out game. Stay at mid-range and throw out your tools all day long. Personally, I use a lot of back 1+2, even though it's not the safest, along with forward 3+4 and down forward 1 and gamma hole long range mix-ups to cover the distance. I already made a video on ranges and moves to use in each range, so check it out if you want more detail. Now, short range poking straight away doesn't work against Law. You need to earn his respect first before throwing out any lows. You can't just dash into his face and use down back 1. Otherwise, he just shuts you down with his jab strings. So I recommend starting with down back 4 and force crouch down 1 for poking. It's simple but very effective. And Law doesn't have any way around it. You just have to block. Another important rule, take your turn according to your frames. Casual Laws in ranked will panic and launch out of nowhere, so don't overextend. Only press buttons when you are at advantage, unless you've conditioned your opponent. Lastly, Law doesn't have strong long range punishes. That means moves with pushback are really good to throw out safely. Dragon Sign Stance, or DSS. Now, let's talk about DSS. Law's only stance, but it's one hell of a stance. Imagine if your jab was +5 on block. That's basically DSS. Law has many ways to enter DSS and they give him frame advantage. Normally other characters can step right duck to deal with it, but Jack is a big body, big boy, and he cannot step. Don't worry though, I labbed every single DSS option and I've got a plan for you. Instead of just blocking, we make DSS into a 50-50 stance. Jack can use gamma hole 3+4 to counter every DSS mid and high mix-up. This shuts down the pressure immediately. The only things left are DSS throw, DSS cancel, and the DSS only low move. But here's the good part. Since gamma hole is considered a parry reversal, you don't get launched by the DSS low counter hit, you just get hit with a raw hit, which is way better in my opinion. So I'll show you all the DSS options and the correct punishes. If you practice enough, you will even be able to punish after parrying with gamma hole. And remember, in some cases, 3+4 doesn't just defend, it actually punishes. Before we close out this DSS analysis, I just have to mention one thing. You don't always use gamma. If you have a read, you can use down 1 plus 2 to crush high pressure in the DSS. It's not optimal, but it works. Even against DSS throws, it launches and it gives out a ton of damage instead of just shutting down pressure. So you should definitely consider using down 1 plus 2 in some occasions when you have a read. Now, let's look at where law transitions into DSS. We'll start with the common transitions and then the less common ones. One note is that Y standing 3 into DSS is plus 16. So in some cases, your gamma Howl 3 plus 4 won't even come out. He will just interrupt you because he has a lot of frame advantage. So it's better to just block instead of using gamma Howl while he uses Y standing 3 into DSS. But for everything else, gamma Howl 3 plus 4 works just fine. Here are the transitions. Alright, next up are Law's Duckable Strings. I'll showcase them here with text indicators, and remember, every time you duck, you should launch punish, free damage if you're ready. Last but not least, we have to cover the option selects for Law. There aren't a lot of option select scenarios against Law, but there are a few important ones you definitely should know, and here is what to look out for. Finally, let's cover some of the flowcharts casual Law players love spamming. Once you recognize these flowcharts, you'll shut them down before they even get started. Here's what to look out for. And that's pretty much everything you need to know about martial law. Go into practice, drill your DSS counters, work on your punishes, and then take it online and kick some ass. Before I go, I want to clear something up. A lot of you ask why I don't post more often. It's because I stream daily, and honestly, everything you see here, the labbing, the digging, the editing, thumbnails, I do it all by myself. It's not easy to put out quality content consistently. So, if you enjoy these videos and want to support, the best way is super simple. Come hang out on my stream, lurk, join the Discord, subscribe, like, do all of that. That only helps out a ton. And also, 90% of the people who watch are not subscribed. What's up with that? Hit that button. It really helps me keep going. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.